we are out and about. We are on our way to El Dorado and Reedy Creek, and then we're going to head down to Lake William Hovell. That's the plan that we have. We've got 8 days to cover all that space, and hopefully we're going to find some gold. We're going to swim in the lake, we're going to catch some fish, eat some yummy food. First stop is Yark Bakery. If you've just driven through Yark before and never stopped at the bakery, stop at the bakery. Cannot go wrong there. Koala cherries, always stop and buy some koala cherries as well. There's a little shop on the other side of the road as well, that's pretty good, but Yark's definitely worth a stop. Love the merch from the Yark Bakehouse. Got some cool t-shirts, but the pies and cakes are good as well. I am stuffed. Anyway, onwards. It's got an owl and a chicken. Alrighty, I'm at Reedy Creek. Dug up some dirt and I'm going to try and gold pan. My first ever actual gold panning. The river is beautiful. It's been 39 degrees today. So let's see how we go. Okay, but I don't think I got anything that time. First time, over failure. How beautiful is this? I'm sat in the water. I'm gonna try my best to show you this. This is my first ever speck of gold. Okay. Are you gonna be able to see it? The tiniest little speck of gold right there. I'm so excited. This is my second pan. Second pan. And I'm rich. Yes. So I don't know if you can hear them. The cicadas are in the tree. I'm just going to show you Steve. Just about to cook himself an egg. Here's the view he's got. Out across Reedy Creek. It's been pretty hot today. But we could do a cooking segment, Steve. Yep. What are you cooking today?
Just an egg, just going to fry it up.
Just going to fry an egg up. Gourmet.
Just that big shell.
I'm by no means a fossicking expert. I do have my minors right. I went to Anaconda and I bought myself a little kit that's got a couple of gold pans in, a couple of bits and pieces. But yesterday when we got here, I did find a flake of gold, which you've probably already seen. And that was fun. That was super fun. It took me 2 hours to find like 3 flakes of gold. But I think I'm in an area where quite a lot of people are fossicked. So to me, it's just fun. But come and have a go. Like I said, I've never done it before. So my technique, I've got a pan here. Hold it. Pre-prepared. This is my old pan. So my technique is a little bit of lefty, forward, and see how we go. I've watched about 3 videos on gold panning. And yeah, I mean, I got a flake. It's not going to make my fortune. Pull the top of that off. And we just keep going. Apparently a sluice is the way, but I'm not going to do it that much. It's just a bit of fun. It would be nice to make a ring and put some gold in that I actually found. We'll see how we go. Now this is exciting. So we're at a spot that is pretty easily accessible. And I have been working on, let me show you, from all of this rock, I have been working on this tiny little hole. It's tiny. Look, I just got to be careful. I've got to go. There's my hand. There's the hole. And I've done other bits, and I have just done this one. And look, I really hope you can see that. I can see gold. At least 13 little specks of gold. And I haven't even properly done the thing. I don't even know what the thing is called. So I'm going to come back to that little hole because I haven't actually finished with it. This cicada has just shed. Look at the colours on this. We're waiting for its wings to come out. It's currently raining. Found a little bit of gold this morning. We're about to head into Beechworth. There's Steve packing up a bit. Give me a weather forecast, please.
Rain.
Have you had a sip of your coffee?
Yes,
Don't lie.
Yes.
Currently enjoying a little break in Beechworth. Which way do you go? I don't really think you can come to Beechworth without coming to Woolshed Falls. I don't know if there's ever... Where do we go? Oh wow. Wow! Yeah, alright, that's cool. That's worth a look. It's raining. It's been raining all day. But you know, it's what you make of it really. So we've come out here, have a look around. Might get my feet wet. But yeah, it's raining. Okay, so like I've said, we're on Reedy Creek, and there are, I want to say 3 named campgrounds along Reedy Creek that I am going to film. You know, that's what I do. But there are also tons of little spaces at the side of the road. Now, Parks Vic have recently bulldozed a whole load of little tracks down to Reedy Creek. Put big rocks, churned it all up, put some signs to say you can't go down there. they're obviously just shutting off tracks that were made by other people. And so I was a bit unsure whether we could, what I call disperse camp, because as usual, I do lots of research and I printed out the park's notes for the Chiltern Mount Pilot National Park, and I couldn't find anything that said I couldn't disperse camp in this national park. So anyway, we found a cracking spot on the river, and it's not a signposted campground, so I was a little bit nervous, but we went into Beechworth yesterday and asked the tourist information lady, and she rang Parks Vic while we were there, and they said that if there's no sign saying you can't camp, then you're okay. So obviously I'm not going to film all the little bits and pieces that aren't named. Come down and explore for yourself, but we've got a cracking spot right on the creek. There are a good few of them along here to pick from, and it's awesome. Doing a little bit more gold panning today. See how we go. This is my gold panning attire. I just get in the river, and then we're going to go on a little explore and then come back. That's the plan. So yeah, let's get this day going. Well, we're just going up Mount Pilot, and we've come across this. So it's going up Mount Pilot. There's a fire tower at the top. No idea if it's any good, but we're gonna get this bad boy out of the way, because obviously people need access up here. I say we're gonna get it. As you can see, Steve's doing all the hard work. Anyway, we'll probably just winch it out of the way, I think. Use the car to pull it to one side, see how we go. Alright, well, we're currently walking to the summit. Yet again, this is another climb not recommended for people with mobility issues. And look at the size of that step. That's a foot. Oof. Hopefully the view at the top will be worth it. And it means that I can burn off the hot chocolate I had this morning. You know I love rocks, so even as you walk up to the summit, you can see massive rocks. So I'm happy already. The view could be crap. I've seen some rocks. Anyway, I'll let you know when we get to the top and show you the view. So it turns out there's no fire tower up here. I don't know if it got burnt down, but it's worth the climb. There are some absolutely awesome views from up here. Trying not to fall off the rock I'm stood on. It's absolutely beautiful, and we're stood on a massive granite lump of rock, which is awesome, and you can see for miles. Like, I'm pretty sure we can see out over there Mount Buffalo, I think. Kind of looks like the way Mount Buffalo rises out of nothing, but you can see for absolutely miles. So yeah, Mount Pilot, worth the visit. It's not even really that much marked on the map. It is marked on rooftops. Worth the visit. There's a beautiful little seat down there that you can sit and look out the view that way. There's a picnic table at the top. Get yourself up here.
I can't even see that is Mount Buffalo.
It is, oh yeah. Mount Buffalo National Park. It's 59, that's 59 kilometres away. And I can see it clear as day. There you go. We think we have found the fire tower. There's Steve. In between me and Steve is this. And like holes, definitely some kind of man-madeness there. And over in this corner you can kind of see where there was Rio or something. What is that?
So
Bolts or something?
Yeah, maybe.
And there's a date somewhere. Where's the date? Some concrete here. Says 1961. And there's some initials or something at the top. I can't make that out. JMU or RW. I don't know, whatever. So yeah, a pretty cracking spot for a fire tower, but there's just the remnants right now. Okay, onwards. We're gonna go and look at some hand art that's down there somewhere, apparently. We'll see if that's any good. Let's go. We've had an interesting time. After Mount Pilot, we went to Yedonga. It's right next to Mount Pilot. It's Aboriginal art. But it said the walkway was closed, and we thought, it's alright, we'll go in for the walk anyway. And it was like the end of the world. Like, I couldn't film it because it was so traumatic. The camera flew out of my pocket, everything.
Smashed on the ground.
There were ants everywhere.
Big.
And
big ants.
We were walking, like, it's not like we were stood still, we were walking, and they were crawling up your legs and biting, and you just couldn't get away from them. It was like something out of a horror movie, I'm not going to lie. And so we hightailed it out of there, and then...
Well, a couple 100 metres into it as well. So.
Yeah. So I don't know if the handprints are good, but the ants were feral, so we don't need to go back there anytime soon. And then there was a sign for a little olive place, which you'll see in a minute, because we went in. It was the most random experience. It was awesome. And we met Peter and Karen. So, lovely people. Cue video for that. Now, you have to come here. Up at Mount Pilot. You come to Black Dog Olives. I'm going to take you in, show you the produce. First thing that you get, hello, it's some doggies. And then you come in and you speak to Peter and you come and try all of these lovely produce.
Grown on this property.
Grown on this property. And we're going to get olive oil, we're getting tomato relish, we're getting plum jam, we're getting fig jam, and it's all grown here, and he picks it all by hand. So get yourself to Black Dog Olives. Honestly, you won't regret it. It's a tiny, you just drive up into their house. It's awesome. Come and visit. It's been a great little experience coming here. There's Peter in his kitchen with his produce. We're about to go and explore the state forest along 9 Mile Creek, and then back to Reedy Creek. But yeah, what a random, lovely, it's been a lovely morning stroke afternoon. Highly recommend all the places we've been, apart from
Ants.
the ants at the hand place. Here is. Oh. Wow. Okay, you go first. This is rather... It's hard to see with the shadows.
Run, 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 run!
Oh, shit, don't!
It's cool.
Wow. Okay.
Might be fireplaces.
That is awesome. Okay, this is worth a visit. We're on the way back to camp. And look. Go forward a bit, please, driver. Stop. Hello, Echidna. I love echidnas. Bye bye. Onwards. Thank you, driver. Alright, the fire's been warming up, so now it's time for cooking with Steve and Lucy.
Cooking segment.
Well, I say cooking, I'm just gonna... We've already been cooking. Saw the fire earlier. So now, just thought you might appreciate this noise. What's on the old hot plate, Steve?
So we've got potatoes, carrots and sweet potato, and then a scotch fillet and 2 ice.
Yeah, there's going to be some broccolini, so don't worry, there'll be some green stuff on there. Can't get too close, it's pretty hot. There you go, that's the end of the cooking segment. It wasn't too bad. What night is it? How many nights have we been out? Is this the 3rd night?
Yes.
Three nights, so this is our 3rd night meal. Halfway through the trip. After today we're going to head down through Eddy Cutting, and we're going to camp down at Lake William Hovell, so that'll be the next stage of the trip. But we're going to go to Beechworth and buy more food because we've pretty much eaten all our supplies. So anyway, that's dinner. Well, it's the last morning on Reedy Creek. We're moving on today Just thought I'd show you that awesome view of camp. There's Steve making his coffee.
Morning.
Look, it's just beautiful. I'm going to have one more go at gold panning today. And we'll see. I didn't really get any gold yesterday. Teeny tiny bit of gold. I'm learning. But I'll have one more go. And then while I'm gold panning, Steve is going to pack everything up. And I get out of the river. Ta-da! Like magic. We're ready to go.
Yep.
Good plan?
Sounds like a plan.
I think it sounds like a great plan. This is the last chance for me to pan, and this might not seem like much, but I think I found my method. So I'm going to show you. So I find the tiniest hole, because that's what worked up there. And it doesn't look like much, but look! There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 10 little flakes of gold in that hole. Find the bits that nobody else has looked in. Yay! Onwards! We just started to try and get into camp, and this is what we've got. So don't really know why, to be honest. Oh look, well it looks lovely, but we'll have to find another way. Hopefully the other way is open and doable. Otherwise, we're stuck. There is camp for the next 2 days. Don't know if you can see Steve sat there. We've just been in the river. Isn't it beautiful? We're on the King River and we're here for 2 days, and this is just in between Sandy Flat and Top Crossing Hut. We've just stopped here. It's in the Alpine National Park, so some national park restrictions apply, like dogs and things. But yeah, we're here for 2 days and it's absolutely beautiful. We're right on the river. We're going to go maybe for a bit of an explore, look at the huts. Tomorrow there's another hut over the back, over Buckland Spur track. Gonna have a fish, but really just can't complain about how beautiful it is. Well, we've had a swim in the river.
Yeah.
And we're nice and refreshed. And so now, what does every girl want to do? Sharpen one's chainsaw. So, always carry a chainsaw with me, because you never know when you're going to come across a tree that needs clearing on a track. So I'm going to sharpen it because I noticed last time it was a little bit blunt and not doing very well. There's tons of teeth left on the chain, but they just need to be sharpened. Which way am I going? That way. Line it up, slip it in. That sounded wrong. And push. Keep your angles the same. Let it move. Bring it back. Rinse and repeat. 3 times, keeping it nice. I mean, you don't have to do 3, you do however many you want. Been watching a bit of Tyler Thompson recently. He seems to be loving his chainsawing and chopping wood at the moment, so here's your little Tyler Thompson moment. We've not left camp today. We've just relaxed around. Here's a quick snapshot of what we got up to. What day is it?
Friday.
Day 6, and we're finally leaving camp. We're not leaving, we're going on an explore today. So hopefully the plan is 3 huts, a few campgrounds, Paradise Falls, some tracks. So don't know what the time is. It's 9:30. Let's get this day going and show you some awesome sights of the high country.
Yeah. And I'm informing Ground Charlie of what we're doing.
Yeah, keeping in touch with base, making sure that they know what kind of roughly where we're going, the hardest bit of the day. So if anything goes wrong, they know where to look. The things I do for you. This is the current situation. We went through a water crossing at Sandy Flat Campground. There's 2 water crossings. One is pretty deep, kind of up there. The other one,
Pretty much up to the bonnet.
yeah, pretty much up to the bonnet. The other one not so deep. And as soon as I did the deep crossing, the battery light has come on. Made the mistake of turning the engine off at the bottom of Buckland Spur because we were going to drive up Buckland Spur, and now we can't turn the car back on. So at the moment we're just sitting in the bush and seeing what to do. we made it home. Once we got jump started by Steve in the middle of nowhere, we have not turned the engine off. We went to Mansfield, tried to get some help in Mansfield, but they were not for helping us. So we've made it home. One weird thing is when we got home, the battery light was off and everything. Let's just see if I can start the engine, because it kind of started and was just behaving. See? Who knows what was wrong with it? Answers on a postcard. Anyway, that's the end of that trip. Awesome trip as usual. Cut short, but can't be helped. I'd rather not get stuck in the middle of nowhere. Really. So just means I have to go back next time. See ya.